All right, everyone, welcome to the Magic of Copy and Paste tutorial. I'm going to walk you through some wonderful tricks that you can do on Canva to take these graphics even a step farther in your customization. All right, so let's talk about changing backgrounds first. All right, so let's say we have this beautiful March goal getters, but you are aiming for a trip. Trip. That is the only thing in your mind. You have to do it. And so you want it in front of their faces 24/7. So let's say that you came across this design. This is obviously a trip design, and you really want to use this for everything. You just want right in front of their face, Barcelona, every single time. So what you can do is you can actually use the same background on different graphics. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so first off, I am on the computer. You can do some of these things on the phone, but this is really easiest on a desktop because you can just have more capabilities on it. Everything is opened up in separate tabs, so I just go to canva.com, I open up a new tab up here, and then go to canva.com and just have everything open there. All right, so let's get started. First things first, you need to unlock the background. So click on the background and see how there's a lock button. Just press unlock, and that's just going to make things movable for you. All right, now come over to the one that you're trying to grab. You're going to click on the background, same thing, unlock it. Now we're going to copy it. So on your computer, you're going to use this button and over. You're going to press Control. It'll either say Control or it'll say CTRL. So press that and hold it and press C as well, C for copy. So once you do that, your computer is remembering it. So come over here and you press Control V. V is in violin, and that'll paste the background. So look, now we have a Barcelona background. So we're going to come back over here and let's say we want this as well. So go ahead and unlock it. Same thing, Control C, Control V, and it's kind of blocking some things. So we're actually going to press position and move it to the back. And there we go. Now you have kind of the same vibe. Now, if you really want to take things a step farther, you can also change colors. So if you click on anything, maybe a design has a color on it, and let's say, you know what, I'm going to use this finder. I'm going to drop it, and we're going to make everything that pink so it matches. And then we press change all, and there we go. It kind of matches a little better. Oh, this one didn't change because it was locked. You do have to unlock it before changing colors. So you can see how you can just take things a step farther and really customize it so that it's matching your goals and your mission. So you see a lot of these are locked, and instead of unlocking every single one, you can also unlock all of them at the same time. So press Control, that same button, and press A as in all. So you're going to select it all and then unlock. So now everybody's unlocked. You do have to be careful because that means it's a lot that you can accidentally mess up, but if you are a pro, go ahead and change it all. And look at that. Now we kind of have the same vibe going. And maybe we even want to change that one a little bit to be that pink or maybe that yellow. So you can see how you can do that. And, it's the same thing for if you're doing a different direction. So if we wanted to unlock that, there, we just did it again, that easy. And this way we wanted some type of pink color, change it all, boom, we're done. So it is a really nice tool that you can use if you are in love with the background or in love with a concept and you want to just keep pushing it and keep pushing it. Even if you have something cute, maybe you guys are the pink sparkle unit and you want every single one to have a pink glitter background. Well, go ahead and do it. This is your graphic. All right, so I cannot show you copying and pasting without showing you my PNG pack. So if you haven't seen it before, this is my PNG pack. It has all the products on here with the backgrounds removed. So this is just a great tool to keep in your back pocket if you ever need to use any of these products. And so it's the same idea. So if we want to put this botanical effects on a graphic, we're just going to click on it, press Control C, come over to a different graphic. Let's say we want to put it right here, press Control V, and there it is. So now we can do whatever we want with it. Or let's say we want to have multiple lipstick options. So we can come down here and say, okay, you can choose any of these. So we're going to click and drag to make a purple square to grab them. Press Control C, again, press Control V, and they'll all pop up. So that is just a big time saver. You know that I don't do sales, but if you want to do sales, the DIY album is a great place to look to just come up with some quick content and have all of those available. All right, let's keep going. So another thing that you can do with copy and paste is we do not want to recreate things. You do not want to spend an hour making something that you already made or paying your assistant to make something that was already made. So let's come back to March, and let's say you had a great month. You have all these achievers in there. Look at them smiling. They're so cute. They did a great job. All right, so what we want to do is you have this weekly recap over here. And so you have all these wonderful information and you're like, you know what, I want a tab for the pre-gold achievers, or a little slide for it. So what you can do, wrong place. So what you can do is you can take a page, right? And I go over this in my video tutorial if you're new to the videos. But what I will do is I'll say like, you know what, I'm going to use this page and I'm just going to change it and we're going to say pre-gold achievers. All right, and we're going to get rid of these guys because we don't need them. But we're going to come over here and we're going to grab these people. So we're going to grab all of them. We're going to press Control C, Control Copy, and Control V. And now we have the achievers right there. So see how that easy that was? I didn't have to come in and find them again. If you need to make them bigger, you can just use this little arrow right here. Again, to grab them all, you have to use that purple square. So then we're going to make them a little bit bigger, move them over, and then we don't need those. And let's maybe center that. There we go. And now we're good. So you can just use copy and paste for so many things. If you ever find yourself doing something twice, just stop and think about it first, because you probably don't have to do it twice. And you know, same thing, if we wanted to do that with the gold getters, we could do that. If we wanted to do it with the stars, like this, these were all filled out, same thing, Control Copy, Control V, and there they are. So now you're not having to do it. So that is such a good tool to know. You can do the same thing if you're doing like a newsletter. You can just put them in without having to think about it. All right, so let me show you another thing. If you have Canva Pro, you have this resize button. Now this resize is perfect if you are planning on making something a different size. So let's come over here and let's say, okay, I love this, but I want to put it on a postcard. Every month I want to celebrate my pre-gold achievers on a postcard and then send it out. Okay, great, but this isn't the right size. So I have in my DIY album, I have a few different blank templates. And so these are just, I mean, they're very basic. It's just the right size. And so what you can do is you can use this as a starting point to create a postcard. So for this one, it's a vertical postcard, and I have a few different sizes available. So let's get rid of that. So let's come over here and we're going to do basically the same thing. We're going to copy it, Control C, bring it over here, Control V. All right, and now we're going to grab everybody. Remember that if there's anything locked, you can press Control A and make sure everything's unlocked so everybody's ready to move. Press Control C, come over to the postcard, Control V. There we go. All right, so the issue with this one is we went from a horizontal picture to a vertical one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have to space these out a little bit. And of course, you could probably use the horizontal postcard, but let's pretend you want to make your life difficult and do this one. All right, so if you want to grab things, like I said, you can make that big purple square. And so one thing that I like to do is I just grab them and I use the arrows on my keyboard. So I'll press like 1, 2, 3, move them down. Let's move these down, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now they're a little bit more spaced out. And let's see, what else can we do? Let's move this down here. And then let's move these guys over here. So now we're taking a little bit more vertical space, and we'll move this one down. And it'll kind of line up pretty easily, but if you need help, you can also just grab them and press position, and it'll line them up vertically for you. So there's a lot of different tricks. I can't show you all of them in one tutorial, but that is another trick. We can line them up vertically, and now everybody's nice and lined up. Now let's say that you're about to print these out, but then, oh my goodness, you just had like 5 more achievers, which is wonderful, but you don't have enough spots for them. So what you can do is you can have the same idea of grabbing the ones that you need and then press this duplicate button. And look, we have more friends. So now you can just add those right there and be good. So, you know, the copy and paste or the duplicate is such a nice tool to have. Such a nice tool to have, because you can just grab these and you can press Control C, Control V, or press the duplicate button, and now we have room for more people. So then you would just go like this, you would move these around, you would say, okay, let's just make that big, and then put this over in the center, and let's line that up. There we go. So now look at us, we have a postcard. So if you want to end there, you can print this out. Depending on your printer settings, you should be able to print it out. You can send it to FedEx or whatever you do. Another option for people who don't have a super fancy printer, I am one of those, I also have connected to all these blank templates, I also have photo page or multi-page templates. Okay, one more thing I'm going to teach you real quick. So if you do not have the capabilities on your printer to print out, just the right size, these are all 8.5 by 11 normal paper size. So what we're going to do is we're going to do all the editing over here on the blank one because we're able to move everybody around. So once it's done, we're going to press share, download, and we're going to save it as a PNG because that's a high quality image. So we just need page 1 for right now. So press download. All right, so this is going to download to your computer, so stick with me here. It's going to download to your computer, and we're going to upload it right back into Canva and then put it on the other graphics. So come back to this graphic. We're going to click and drag to put it in there. If it doesn't pop up here, press upload files and you can find it in your computer. So now we're going to click it and drag it, and it's going to pop right in. So now these are all set to just the right size. So now if you go save this, if you're going to print it, I would save it as a PDF so it prints nicely. And then you can go ahead and download it, and then you can print it, and they will all be on 4 to a page, and they will all be the right size. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of information. Hopefully you can catch all that or rewind and rewatch it. Let me know if you have questions because I know that was a lot, but the magic of copy and paste, that's what I'm calling this tutorial because it is magical and it's going to save you so much time, and there are just so many tricks that you can do. And really don't forget that these graphics are there for you to take to the next level and to make your own. So, whether you're like, what, I have a lot of achievers, I'm just going to add some more, you do that. Or if you say, I really want to push Trip, I'm going to put it in front of their face, more power to you. All right, so that is it for now. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, bye.